What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Guys, if you want up to 15 free stocks, Moo is going to give you up to 15 free stocks when you open a new Moo brokerage account. When you put $100 in that new Moo brokerage account, you're going to get 5 free stocks. If you put $1,000 initially in that new brokerage account, you're going to get 15 free stocks. That's publicly traded big boy companies. There's a link down in the description box of this video. Click on that Moo link. Open up your new Moo account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. Guys, if you want to keep up with me when I'm not on the airwaves of YouTube, do me a big favor. Get down in the description box, click on that Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor Instagram link and give me a follow. And then send me a DM to let me know that you're rocking with me so I can say thank you. Well, guys, we're back. The comeback rally has resurrected itself. If you've been following what's been happening today in the stock market, man, it was a green day. I made a lot of net worth gain today. Now, I hope you have taken advantage of buying the dip. Now, again, not your financial advisor, not trying to tell you what to do, but man, if you want to build wealth and you want to use paper assets to do it, wow. The last several weeks, matter of fact, the last month or so, you could have been buying the dip. And today, that dip would have turned in some greenbacks. So let me walk you through exactly what I'm talking about. Here's the headline. S&P 500 raises to new record high on Tuesday, posts back-to-back gains. Now, I love to hear when the S&P 500 bounces. Why? Because 50% of the money that I invest, guys, goes into an S&P 500 ETF that tracks the S&P 500 index. And if you've been following the index year to date, you'll know we're up about 20%. Even though we had a bumpy July, we had a slightly bumpy August, and we certainly have had a bumpy September. We're still up almost 20% year to date. So let's keep moving. The S&P 500 rose to a fresh record on Tuesday and largely shook off a weak consumer confidence reading, thanks to a sharp rise in Nvidia. The 900-pound silverback gorilla stood up today and beat its chest. I think it closed somewhere in that 120 range. After hours, ticked up a little bit further to about 121. Man, what a wonderful day. When was the last time we saw Nvidia close above 120, guys? It's been a minute, but let's keep reading. The broad market index advanced 0.25% to hit 5,732.93. The Dow added 83.57 points or 0.20% to close at 42,208.22, guys. Both indexes hit intraday all-time highs and closed at records. The NASDAQ Composite added 0.56% and ended at 18,074.52. Shares of artificial intelligence darling, the darling of Wall Street, Nvidia climbed nearly 4% after a regulatory filing showed that CEO Jensen Huang wrapped up his sales of the chipmaker's stock for the time being. That means he's not selling any more stock for a while, guys. That's been something that the Wall Street aliens have been trying to propagandize you to feel like, oh, he's selling his stock. That means something's wrong. Nothing's wrong, guys. He's already had this as a plan for all of this year to sell a certain amount of his stock, right? He already had that in the works, guys. Listen, the guy got over $100 billion tied up in Nvidia stock. It's a smart and prudent thing to be wanting to take some of that wealth and diversify it, guys. He doesn't want all of his eggs in one basket. Nothing's wrong with that, in my opinion. Consumer confidence suffered its biggest one-month decline in more than 3 years, hitting 98.7 for September. Economists polled by Dow Jones expected a reading of 104. The data follows a warning from JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon about geopolitical instability getting worse and being his biggest caution. He added that the worrisome backdrop could influence the state of the economy moving forward. Now, Jamie Dimon is a big boy blue chip CEO of the largest bank in America and the 5th largest bank in the country. When he speaks, people listen. So got nothing wrong with Jamie saying, hey guys, exercise some caution. Got no problem with that. Essentially, when you take them both together, they keep the wall of worry built. This is what he's saying. Evercore ISI senior managing director said on CNBC's Squawk Box on the Street on Tuesday, we would be more concerned if we started hearing everything's great, everything's roses. So a little bit of concern still about the economy. Nothing wrong with that because, of course, we're not completely out of the woods yet. We're still not at the 2% inflation target by the Fed. We still have had several months of, the economy being soft on adding jobs. And we did have, an uptick in unemployment. It's still at 4.2%. So not out of the woods yet, but I loved what I saw today in the little rally we had in stocks. What will happen tomorrow? Hopefully we will continue that. If not, though, I'm okay with that. I love the green today. If we get red tomorrow, so be it. I'm in this thing long term to build my wealth, guys. I'm not in this thing short term. China stocks stood out on Tuesday following stimulus efforts from Beijing to stoke economic growth. U.S. listed shares of Alibaba and JD.com climbed 7.9% and 13.9% respectively. Industrial stock Caterpillar advanced to close 4% higher today. So, you got some other sectors out here, some other, companies like Alibaba, foreign companies, but doing business in the U.S., right? That did well today. And one of our, oldest companies in America, Caterpillar, did well also. The major averages are headed for solid monthly gains. Come on now. When is the last time the S&P 500 actually made a gain in September, guys? If we look at history, over the last 4 years, it's traded lower at a negative. If it can ink out a gain in September this year, guys, what do you think that's going to set us up for once we get past the election? We're going to the moon, man. If this thing inks out a gain in the month of September, when September is historically the worst month on record for the stock market, if it inks out a gain, guys, that's a telltale sign for better things coming. I'm telling you guys, get in where you fit in, get yourself in place. If we ink out a gain in September in the stock market, guys, it's going to be amazing. The Dow is up about 1.6 in September, while the S&P is on track to raise by 1.5%. That's a gain, guys. It's been negative for the last 4 years. The NASDAQ is on pace for a 2% jump this month. Some of those gains comes as investors grow hopeful that the Federal Reserve's rate cuts will drive economic growth and boost profits. Guys, listen, man, put yourself in place. You got to get down in the description box and click on that Moomoo link. Open up your Moomoo account ASAP Rocky. Open it up today. Fund it, guys. Get you up to 15 free stocks and put yourself in position. I'm telling you guys, if we manage to eke out gains in all three major indexes in the month of September, that's historic, guys. Because like I told you, the S&P 500 has traded lower or in the negative for the last 4 years. Historically, it's the worst month of the year. And for us, through all the trials and tribulations through July and August with Black Monday and all this stuff, for us to actually trade positive in September in all three major indexes, guys, get down in that description box and click on the Moomoo link. Open up your Moomoo account today. Put $100 in there, you're gonna get 5 free stocks. Put $1,000 in there, you're gonna get 15 free stocks. Now you're in position to be able to buy big boy blue chip paper assets for the rest of the year and on into 25 and 26 and build yourself some wealth. Also, go check out my website, guys, www.richardfain.net. Second link down in the description box. Hey man, my website has been functional and operational for 5 months. Over 350,000 of you guys have checked it out. Over 1,000 of you guys have made an investment in yourself and bought digital products. Guys, do yourself a favor. Go check out the digital products. Grab a couple of them. They'll help you collapse time frames and get to your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Also, consider joining the Wealth Builders, the fastest growing financial community on Patreon. In my website, you'll see something like a membership button or a join button. Just click on it. It'll take you over to Patreon so you can join the fastest growing financial community on Patreon. We got almost 1,100 community members. Guys, we are having a good time over there. We're supporting one another and we're looking out for one another. Come join us. Thank you guys for stopping by the channel. If you're stopping by for the first time, do me a big favor. Consider subscribing, consider sharing the video, and like I said, smash that like button for me. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.